Good morning everyone, it's spring, it's quite early in the morning. I'm out in the woodland obviously today and I'm hoping to capture perhaps some spring colour or just in general the more lush nature of the woodland at this time of year in spring. There's quite a strong wind today, it's gusting. There's some very bright spells in terms of light, and then at other times the light becomes much more subdued, so I think timing your shots today is going to be quite important. Behind me here is the first image I've captured today. I'm using this pathway to lead you off into the distance to what is quite an interesting shaped tree, and there's a couple of other trees just to the left of it. Just to the left of the pathway here, we've got quite an interesting embankment with some nice colour and moss on it. And I have to apologise if it's difficult to see in the video. The light is so changeable today. As I say, it's really bright one moment and then quite subdued the next. Just to the right of the path we've got a small tree which is flourishing with spring growth, and then we've got this interesting tree just to the right with some bends on it, and there's some spring growth coming out of that just in areas as well. And then just to the right we've got an interesting clump of 3 trees which I think finish off the image just to the right quite nicely. But I like the composition. I've been waiting here for a while just to capture it in the correct lighting conditions, but I'm happy with what I've got, so it's now time to head off and find something else. As I was walking along, I found a scene which really caught my attention. It was strongly backlit, and some spring leaves were being beautifully backlit by the sun. But there was a lot of contrast in the scene, and the sun was moving across in the sky throughout the day, and it eventually went behind some trees. And I'm not 100% sure if the image will work or if I caught it in time. It was quite a rush to try and capture the image, get my tripod set up and so on before the sun went behind some trees, which stopped some of the nice lighting that caught my attention in the first place. So if I did catch it, I'll let you know now and you'll see the image in just a second. But at the moment the sun is out quite bright, so I'm just exploring the woodland and looking for some eye-catching compositions. This is really crazy weather. It's now actually on hailstones. So the hailstones have went off and once more I'm able to concentrate on my photography. So I've been enjoying walking through the woodland, and then through the trees I could see this rather large tree off in the distance which I was instantly drawn to. And I've had a look around the area, but I don't think in this case it's possible to single out that tree in terms of taking a photograph. I really think there's too many other trees all around it, so that's what I've decided to embrace. And I'm trying to convey in my image the feeling that I got when I arrived at this scene, and that was that I could see this rather nice interesting tree by looking through all the other trees. So I'm trying to embrace that and show it in my image, and I've framed up my composition with that in mind. So I've got the camera positioned here close to this tree. At the right of the frame I'm including this silver birch because I think it balances rather nicely with some of the trees off to the left of the image. We've got the nice winding pathway, and over the pathway you walk under that rather large outstretched branch which is nicely moss covered coming out from the tree. So I really like the composition. I think it's got good balance. There's quite a lot going on, sorry, but I think it works. I'm trying to create the impression that you're looking through the woodland onto that tree, and hopefully it all works quite nicely. It's now a couple of days past the previous section of the video that you've been watching, and that video was complete. The shoot was complete. I've hopefully captured a few images that I'm going to be happy with, but I've decided to come back out again today simply because I'm enjoying my photography in spring so much. I think spring's a beautiful time of the year and you can capture some really nice images. So in the previous section I talked quite a bit about the compositions and so on. In the next section of this video I don't plan on doing much talking. I just want to show the beauty of spring, hopefully in my video and in any images that I capture. So I'm off to explore the woodland. I hope you enjoy the remainder of the video. So that's the last image that I'm going to capture for today and indeed for this entire video. The video's been shot over a couple of different days, as I spoke about earlier, and I'm really having a fantastic time in spring. I really enjoy this time of year for heading out to do some photography. I really hope you've enjoyed watching. I've had a fantastic time, and I hope you like some of the images that I've captured. But for now, I'll say goodbye, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video.